Our Greatest Takeaways for Social Studies by Nafisa Islam, Noor El Sharkawi, Nermeen Arababa, and Saiba Tasneem. History Repeating Itself by Nafisa Islam. My greatest takeaway this year during social studies was the repetition in history, especially genocides. Genocide isn't something that is new. In fact, it has been going on for centuries now. There are so many other genocides in the past, such as the Armenian genocide and the Rwanda genocide, and there is still some that are going on at this very moment, such as the Uyghur Muslim genocide, the Syrian genocide, and the Palestinian genocide. This all shows that no matter what, history keeps repeating itself. And that was my biggest takeaway this whole year in social studies.
Women empowerment. As we all know, women have fought for many important things in life. One of those things were freedom. You see, freedom can be interpreted in many ways. Some types of it can be less important than the others, but still something to fight for. The comparison from what women were limited to do in the past and now is completely crazy. It really shows how far we've gone on this journey.
Humanity's development. In my opinion, my greatest takeaway is how as time passes, humanity develops. People in history, for example, were cavemen who lacked modern technology compared to what we have today. Considering on how much humanity has changed, has come a long way. Gradually, humanity has changed in a lot of ways, including technology and human population, which has increased from 1 billion to 7.6 billion.
Race and ethnicity. This year, we have learned many topics from our social studies class, from the Civil War to the Reconstruction era. My greatest takeaway from this year is how the concept of race and ethnicity played an important role in history. Race is a human-invented social construct classification system. It was created to define physical differences between individuals, but has been more frequently used as a way of oppression and violence. For instance, Native Americans had their land stolen and were killed and persecuted by white settlers because they were thought to be savages, uncivilized, and less than white settlers. In addition, during the Jim Crow era, laws were put in place to racially segregate people of color and discriminate against them. Lastly, the Kurds were persecuted by Middle Eastern countries because they were racially different. In the end, we're all humans. It's important that we stand up for others and to unite as people.